And welcome back to Flexible Games, where we are playing Factorio in our Achievement Hunter series. Getting close, getting really close. We have the rocket shooting speed research to do. Then we have the productivity module 3 to do. And then we have the rocket silo that we can research. Although, you know, just the sheer number of high-tech science that's going to take. But we also need solar energy and accumulators, because those are needed in the satellites. So those are a little less daunting researches. So yeah, we have boosted up blues here. Reds are really, really hurting, mainly because of plastic. Because we have started, or at least cut off the cracking of light oil in favor of the solid fuel, because the rocket system needs just thousands and thousands of said solid fuel. So we are going to try to build up as much of that as we can. So we're not generating as much petroleum gas as I would like, but you know, it is what it is. I'm hoping that once the system is up and running, reds will calm down quite a bit, because they're really being used in large quantities down here at our blues. Also, the achievements. I actually picked up the Computer Age 2, which was really surprising. I did not think we were going to hit a thousand blues per hour, but we ended up doing that. So it's all good. So I'd like to kind of plan for, you know, once we enable the rocket's creation, I want to be ready. I want to be ready for action. So let's look, now that I'm up here, let's look at accumulators. So accumulators are iron and batteries. Well, we have batteries right here. So I'm thinking just taking batteries right off the line right there. And we have iron kind of, yeah.
Right here.
Oh, you've got it already. Look at that.
Yep.
Look at that. Beautiful. So accumulators will go there. 2 stacks of accumulators makes a satellite. The next step are solar panels. And I'm not sure what you're working on down here.
Solar panels.
Oh, well, look at that. So if we look at solar panel research, you can see it requires lots of electronic circuits, a little bit of steel and a little bit of copper, but mostly circuits, which I'm guessing is these here are going to be the circuits. Am I right?
Yep.
So that's going to be the circuits. These are going to be the copper plate. And this is going to be down here. This is going to be where the solar panels are made. So we need a couple stacks of those. Pretty straightforward. I think they stack to 50, so we need a couple stacks of those. The satellite itself only takes like a half a second to make. So once you have the ingredients, you can actually make them pretty fast. I think so. I want to make sure I don't lie. 3 seconds. Yeah, 3 seconds to make a satellite, which I think, you know, a lot of scientists would just laugh at. But hey, you know, the magic. So the next thing is the low density structures, and these things are a pain to craft, royally painful, mainly because they take a lot of steel. So 10 steel, 5 copper, and 5 plastic, which is why I'm a little worried about my plastic production right now. But ample amounts of steel. Well, we have, if we look at our steel production, we have a ton of steel. Oh, and you might want to look at steel and upgrade those yellow belts supplying the iron. Looks like they're not all getting through.
Gotcha.
You said that it works really well once they're upgraded, and so you might want to get those upgraded. I don't know if
I'll be there in a minute.
I don't think I have the belt enough to do that, but anyway. So these things are, I can't see the recipe in there. I have to go in here. So 10 steel, 5 copper, 5 plastic, which is 3 belts. But I think we're going to share the load. So the inner belt is going to be the steel. The outer belt, that is going to be the shared amount, the shared copper and plastic. So if we look at this, we're going to go down like this. That's about all we can do with that. And these are a 30-second craft, so I mean we're not in any major hurry with this craft. So here we have this one goes in, this one goes in right there. So one would be plastic, one will be copper, and it looks like plastic is going to be the first, and then copper is going to be the second, and then steel is going to come in right in there. And let's see how far we. Oh, look at that! I love having the red stuff. So here's plastic, here's copper, and here's steel, ready to go. So all of those are ready to go, and it's just a matter of output now. And we're going to need a lot of this stuff. So, and they only stack to 10, believe it or not, which is a crying shame that they only stack to 10. But I'm not sure how much more steel production we have to keep up. That's 10, I mean, that's 50 steel. And the craft time on this is 30 seconds. So it's 50 steel every 30 seconds. That's over a steel per second. And we have, we have a lot of steel up here. But we might not be able to handle all that. I'm not sure. All right, rocket shooting being finished. We are done with that line of research. I think we want to, let's start accumulator. I'm going to get accumulators going just so we can start crafting that stuff and get the reserves in place that we need. So I'm going to get some, I know we've got better power poles, I just don't have any on me right now. So I'm going to get some lights down here. There we go. So this will be the low density structure, and I think at first we'll probably simply load those into chests. So if you want to come down here and load up another set of steel chests, that would be great. I've already got the inserters ready to go. But yeah, that will be low density structures, which we need for the, if we look at the satellite, we need 100 for the satellite, which granted is not that big of a deal. The issue is the rockets. The rockets themselves use these rocket parts. That requires 10 for each rocket part. You need 100 parts. So that's 1,000 low density structures for one rocket. That's a lot of stuff. So the rocket control unit is a processing unit and a speed module. Well, we just happen to have right up here speed modules right here. And where did it go? Rocket control unit and processing unit. So right in here, we could actually build, go over here. So there's a, just kind of mirror this over here. And let's see, we're going to have, this is going to be the module. This will be the green circuit. This will be the copper cable. Now, the processing unit, we can just pull from this set pretty easily using a little trick with the underground belt. Doing that will pull only the processing unit, the blue circuit. So that'll allow us to pull those off, and we'll be able to easily match this up. Okay. So that takes care of the rocket control units, and again, we're going to need quite a lot of these. So we're going to want kind of a cascading system out here. Because these only stack to 10 as well. So just the stack numbers themselves are kind of a pain to deal with. But, you know, once we have them, we have them. So there's the accumulators, which let me run over to batteries and get those started. So I think it's in production. Yep, accumulators. There it is. So they use 5 batteries, 2 iron plates. Not too shabby. Granted, we only have one battery manufacturer, and you know that's a lot of batteries. What's the craft time on this? 10 seconds, and that's 5 seconds. So yeah, we don't have nearly the battery production. But the high-tech science only takes 1 battery, so I mean, there's a lot of batteries in process here. Not too concerned with that. That'll allow us, and once the accumulators are full, you know, once these 2 stacks are done, then the batteries will flow again. Excuse me. Okay, let's start solar panels. Should we knock out solar panels here, just to start those up and running?
Yes, I believe that'd be a wise idea.
Okay, so we need... I actually need this to come down here. This comes over, and this will pull in. Of course, it's the one square that doesn't have... There it goes. Okay, and I added a little buffer chest here for high-tech science because, yeah, the research for that silo is 1,000 high-tech science, and I want as many in the system as possible because we have doubled the amount of research that we're doing. So we've added another 10 research labs. And once we did that, we actually had to add a whole another stack of power. So, yeah, we're using a supreme amount of power right now. And let's see, we are at about 28 megawatts of power draw, which is pretty significant. All right, go down here. So solar power. And even though we have 20 labs, it still takes forever for these researches to finish. I'm so used to like the extreme production where I was being able to do, you know, a 10,000 pack research in a matter of seconds. Kind of gives you perspective when you dial it back to vanilla, and it's not as easy. Okay, let me put a light over here. There we go. Putting light into the darkness. This poor planet. All these poor biters, you know, they don't have any light of their own. And those radars that I've placed have uncovered a substantial amount of land around us. We've found a great oil deposit up in the northeast and all sorts of goodies. Look at that copper, northwest copper, 4.3 million copper up there. That is beautiful. It's a beautiful site. And we actually have a couple nicer uranium deposits out there too. So once we do launch a rocket, we'll kind of shift gears into more production based, because we have quite a lot of production based achievements to attend to. So construct more machines using robots than manually. Well, I'm up to 17,000 manually. How is that possible? I'm guessing it includes belts. That's my guess. belt must be a machine. It must be just entities. Must be just things in the game that you build. So yeah, there's quite a few more researches here that we can travel on and try to get to. Get killed by a moving locomotive? Well, that might come naturally. So yeah, produce 1 million electronic circuits. We're getting close. I mean, we're almost halfway up on that. Just in the game that we've got right now. And we're pretty far away from Circuit Veteran 2 at 10,000 red circuits per hour. That would be a tough one. A really tough one. So, yeah, here are the production. Iron Throne 1 are 2 and 3. Produce 400,000 iron plates per hour. We're not even half that one yet at all. So, all right. So we are ready for low density. We're ready for solar. We're getting close. We're getting close to where we need to be. And red circuits, I think we need... Oh, how are we going to... Oh, we can't really expand red circuits without expanding plastic. And we can't expand plastic because we don't have the oil refining going. So it's just kind of a cascading system now. And we're not pumping it fast enough either. So these are slowly doing it. We had 100,000 oil sitting down here in tanks that is now slowly being depleted, which is why I'm happy to find this oil way up here. And Diego has done a lot of work and set up systems to automate the train components once we get that research done.
Still need to set up tracks, though. Sorry, I'll work on that now.
Rails?
Yeah.
I thought you did that already. I thought I saw a setup where you had stone.
That's currently where the boiler system is.
Oh, you hijacked the system. I see.
Actually, no, I tore it down because I didn't have any steel over there, so I couldn't actually produce rails.
So I
I
think...
get to rebuild it.
Yeah, right down here is where he has that set up. So solar energy finished, and it looks like Oz has already kick-started this process, which is glorious. I love when something doesn't use plastic, and this doesn't, so it's great. So I think it might be time to bite the bullet here and research what we need to research. Do we have... Oh, we need one more. Productivity 3 is what we need. So we have 20 labs. So we take this 300 and we divide that by 20, and that's 15. I think. It sounds right. Yeah, 15. Well, that's 15 minutes because the cost is 60 seconds. So that's 15 minutes, and then whatever productivity bonus you have, I think I've researched at least one productivity bonus. So that cuts it down by, I believe, 20%. Yeah. Oh, that's just speed 20%. So that is another 20% off of that 15 minutes. So whatever that comes out to be. I don't know what 20% of 15 minutes is, but we're going to kick that research off. And yeah, that's going to take a little bit of time. So I'm guessing, my guess is like 12 and a half minutes or something like that for a total time. But yeah, we are doing really well, and hopefully in the time it takes to craft or to research my little system here for high-tech science, will get a few more. I think they stack to 100, so I'm anxious for that to get as high as possible. And then this little setup here, this is for rocket control units. So we have some rocket control units. I actually need some red circuits back in here. Let's see if we can't sneak some back right in through here. Not that we have the red circuit production right now, but oh yeah, I don't have those kind of. Okay. So yeah, we are a little short on red circuits, mainly because of plastic. Or not, I'm not sure.
Hmm.
But once we start using plastic down here at the low density structures, it's going to be an epic fail. So I would like to see. Yeah, plastic is completely dead. Oh man, that's so unfortunate.
Okay.
If it's not one thing, it's another.
Rails are automated.
Sweet. Let's go see. So yeah, we don't actually have the stuff researched yet for it, but it's gonna come soon. I was really hoping to get it all done, get the rocket launched before we dive into yet another branch of hunting achievements. So, you know, trains and productivity and all that kind of stuff. Try to get as many achievements on this game save as I possibly can. That way I don't have to worry about it anymore. But that'll have to do it for this episode, and I thank you for watching, and I will see you next time.